What's up? If you ain't been to Cincinnati, now we finna take you on a journey and let you know how we live, how we survive, how we struggle. Hopefully, you'll understand what we going through. Too many black men getting killed in Cincinnati, man. Police brutality is high in Cincinnati, you know, and I guess Timothy Thomas's death was just the last straw before they blew up.
We chanting black power anthems, which develop more pressure than the police squad can handle. Prepare while we share news. Stephen Roach told Emmanuel a long time ago he'll kill him and his mama, which leads up to this drama. No punctuations or commas. Cockroach killed Timothy Thomas. With evidence submitted, you bitches gotta be kidding. In the name of racism decision, he was acquitted. We ran they bitch asses for 4 quarters with no intermission. Ran through Main Street like a virus as we played our position. It's burning in Hell's Kitchen, the world watching and listen. Simon Lee's kept ignoring, but now we got his attention. A strong awareness caused by the threat of danger. Fears when one just can't understand, like when a man can't wake up. I stand dead smack in this valley of death and still living. I overcame fear cause I was willing. I was willing.
Cincinnati was in a state of hopelessness as far as the citizens and the taxpayers. So what we did is we formed Copwatch to put the power into the hands of the people.
The main purpose of Cincinnati Copwatch is to hold the police accountable directly by watching, monitoring stops between citizens and police.
And I wouldn't exactly say that it's gotten better, because it hasn't.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
That ain't no charge.
That ain't no charge.
It ain't no charge.
Now the community here knows we're here.
What we're really working to do, though, is to build empowerment in the community. And so what that means is community organizing. One of the projects that we developed that we felt would be really good in terms of getting people involved, but also sort of just building community, was block parties.
I got one yesterday.
So we've been planning this for a long time. We really feel like it's a great idea, and we'd like to see it replicated in other parts of the country because it's a great place to get people into a fun atmosphere, and it's a really good way to just sort of let people know what you're doing, and just sort of build trust between you and the people that you live around.
The block party was a give back to the community type deal that we had organized.
I'm Life for Life from Copwatch. What y'all think about Copwatch's first annual block party?
It's energy for the kids. Energy for the kids.
Right.
If we don't have energy for the kids, nobody can.
Well, that's all right, though. We got a permit for everything we doing around here, so everybody around here protected. You know what I'm saying? One thing we got to do, man, when we do stuff like this, man, it's important to know your rights, man. You know what I mean? Know what you can do and what you can't do, because they will use against you what you don't know, man. And that's real, man.
Doing a little block party we had, it was all fun and games. Everybody had a good time. We made sure no fights broke out. Everybody came together from different areas of the neighborhood.
I think it's really important that that people do this on their own blocks everywhere. It's just really consolidate your power on your block. And it just worked out so perfectly. We brought those girls out, and within an hour there were 5 people, starting the grills and prepping the meat and putting the food out, and then there were other people who helped set up, and then there were people cleaning up before we even started, and there were people cleaning up as we went, and there were people cleaning up afterwards. I mean, it worked out really smoothly. From 12 to 6, basically everything was going as planned.
102, we have a traffic stop at Lang and Clifton, Ohio plate Charles Nora 01 X-ray Sierra.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I seen.
Some guy right here got stopped on this end of the corner.
The guy was right there. They walked up to the car. They said something to him. Next thing you know,
white police officer, the lady, pulled a mace out, sprayed him in the face.
Okay, it sounds like you're saying Lynn.
Yeah, supervisors respond here.
Okay, I'm trying to copy your location. Keep breaking.
I don't know how they say he rolled the car into the police cruiser, knowing the car in drive is gonna roll back and hit the car.
and Lang.
Clifton and Lang, 1240.
Get around. Hey, cars. What is that?
And the mixed police officer, matter of fact, I got his name. His name is Officer D. Chapman. Hit the guy about 4 times down on the ground and told him to spit the dope out his mouth. He done already been sprayed with the mace.
Really what it was, the procedure was done all wrong, man. I don't even think that was the right procedure for that type of arrest.
1232. Car.
The guy still didn't spit the dope out his mouth, right? Guy pulled out the baton, started beating him, and told him, I said spit the dope out your mouth.
There was a lot of different things they could have done, you know what I mean? As far as keeping everybody safe while they do their job. The situation was already handled. Like I said, too much aggression right now.
Central Cars, all departments, officers still needing assistance. Clifton and Lang, south end of Clifton, near over the Rhine.
I've heard 4 or 5 different stories. It was some police killed. And then they were chasing somebody with drugs.
1232. Cancel the assistance. We got one.
My point still comes to the same thing. What did it have to do with what we were doing up here?
Next thing you know, you just hear sirens just coming at us.
I'm just sort of looking up and I just see, like, I don't even know what were there, like 4 or 5 cars just rolling up.
All other districts can disregard any units not 35. Other than District 1 cars can disregard only
25. We have a lot of people out here. Have a couple of cars continue. Road's closed.
Okay, I've got all the District 1 cars continuing.
It didn't seem like they had any reason. Like, that was the sort of perplexing thing once they arrested Jacob. Like, okay, so you drove in just to get Jacob?
26, send us some more cars.
This is sick, man. This city is sick, man. This is really sick. You got that on camera, guy? Hell yeah. You know, we had somebody who went to jail for this incident that shouldn't have to go to jail. He was just there filming the incident to make sure that everything was caught on tape.
Y'all crazy! That's some bullshit! That's some motherfucking bullshit! All these kids!
I've been here all my life, man. I've seen a lot of incidents with the police officers, but that just tops the cake. Especially when it comes to the babies, because, you know what I'm saying, that's the next generation, that's the next us.
Get on the sidewalk! Get on the sidewalk!
By you doing that, that means you trying to implement fear in their hearts to not be able to stand up against you. And we're not gonna let that happen. We are not gonna let that happen. We are gonna stand up and we're gonna show these babies and these children that we are out here and you can overcome the situation if you just stay together.
What a sergeant at? What a sergeant at? What a street sergeant at? What a street sergeant at?
Needing assistance, Clifton and Lang. Any units not 35 can disregard. Repeating, any units not 35, Clifton and Lang can disregard. Sorry.
I do not stand in front of a fucking police car.
Since they were taking all this time, like, just standing there, like, why did you come through in the first place? This male cop says to me, he says, because they're trying to kill cops on the other side or something like that. And I was like, what? Because they're just all standing around. I mean, if you've ever been around police when, like, another cop is hurt or when a cop is in trouble or anything, like, they do not even fuck around at all. I mean, they are just strictly business.
You could have got killed. You could have had a fucking kid killed. You could have got us killed. Bullshit, you're not sorry.
That's just like smacking us in the face, telling us that we ain't shit, which they already think.
What happened?
You stood in the middle of our fucking assistance run. Do you understand that we had cops that needed help down here? And you stand in the middle of our fucking way.
April 7th, wasn't been nothing compared to that. Nothing compared to. Because it ain't nothing that they could have said.
If they would have hit one of them babies like they did, I almost hit 10 babies. But if they would have hit one of them black babies, it'd have been another riot. That's what I'm saying. We trying to avoid this.
I think it was a setup for them to do that, to try to shut it down.
Yep.
And they know they can't. Y'all got a permit.
Because then if we would have got rowdy out here, they would have been like we was trying to incite a riot or something.
Yeah.
I guess they'd rather see us divided than to see us stand together then, right?
Yeah.
That comes to show, man, how important it is for us to stick together.
Yeah.
You either stand for something or you fall for anything.
having a good time and that white bitch we got out the park and was filming them flying down the street.
Fuck them.
You know, I sat there and tried to talk to the officer to find out what he was being charged with, and she gets out of the car.
You need to get on the sidewalk.
What is he being charged with? And she's like,
I'm gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure it out? I have a reason to charge him.
you gotta have a reason for him to be arrested. And then she comes up with what she's arresting him with, and then she says, and if you got a problem with that, you know, talk to my superior officer. And I'm like, okay, where's he at? You know, and then what's your badge number? And as soon as I asked that badge number, and she yelled, you know, she says 826. All these people start rushing in and repeating the badge number. And then somebody's handing me a piece of paper and I'm writing it down. And then all of a sudden, before I know it, like another guy walks up and he's like, here I got the car numbers and here I got the other badge numbers. We had this huge list of people that wanted to testify, and it really shows that people saw exactly what happened and felt that injustice had occurred, and people were willing to stand up for that.
It's one thing when you're trying to patrol the perimeter, and then it's another thing when you're trying to put fear into the community or the people that live in that perimeter. And that's what they trying to do down here over the round.
I cannot believe this shit.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, man.
Yeah!
Brother. Don't even say that to him. Brother.
No, two white police almost hit me.
Now this is ridiculous. That day they didn't have any concerns for any human life, you know, whatsoever.
Mom, that stuff hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of her.
If they would actually run through a barricade and there's, I mean, lots of children outside having a good time, and it lets you know that if they're willing to do that, then that shows and that proves to the community, and not only to the community but to the world, that these police in Cincinnati do not give a fuck.
What? I've never seen such just chaos. No. What do we do with him? He's going to jail.
You heard? You see this? You see this? The streets is watching, motherfucker. We seen everything, goddammit. That's all right. We gonna wreck jamming on Main on that.
You put my life in danger, my partner's life in danger, and everyone else out in the street in danger.
They were getting their asses kicked by drug dealers, and you fucking blocked us from getting to them. You're running a video camera!
It's the cops, man, in the city, they don't care, man. From Fang, man, the vampire, all the way down.
Because if y'all cared about us, man, if y'all cared about us, y'all would really give us the elevation or what it takes for us to build this community and start it right. The only reason why y'all keeping this kind of stuff going on is because if everything was right and exact, y'all be out of job.
On the one hand, it's really interesting because on the one hand, the block party was an amazing success. Because not only did the party go fantastically when there was not a problem with the police, but also when there was a problem with the police, I think we responded as necessary, and people got a chance to see how we operate and also, you know, see that we are, you know, legitimate. We're doing what we're saying we're doing.
Look at this block party. We organized something. It was a peaceful rally. We can do it again and again and again, but the police don't want that.
When they see people that put their minds together for one common cause and become victorious, you know what I mean? It's just like they fear that. They fear unity in the community. They fear unity.
I think it'll be interesting to see how Cincinnati Copwatch grows and how it changes as a result of this whole situation. It's really clear that one really important part of this block party program was basically to bring people together and to have a good time and to learn about our message, and that worked really well. What we're trying to do is build power bases in our community, and we definitely have a strong power base on East Clifton.
I looked up and there was a guy in my face. There was probably 100 people around us, Robin, surrounding us.
That's the worst thing by far anybody has ever done to me. You can punch me in the face and that it won't piss me off as bad as that did.
Oh, I know. And then he ran like we weren't going to catch him in that crowd. They were kids. They were getting out of the street.
I know.
And then people started coming into the street to stop us. That's what happened. They saw us, everyone cleared, and then they started coming back into the street to stop us to get to where we needed to go. And then he stood right in the center of the street, videotaping us. That is fucking ridiculous. That was like a mini riot right there. I mean, that just... I was a little nervous when they came, when I looked up and I saw like 100 people surrounding us. That didn't make me very comfortable. Hi, how are you? How are you? Good. Sorry. That's okay. Don't worry about it. What news channel are you with? Are you? I'm getting for obstructing too. Oh, absolutely. Because he ran from me and I had to chase him down, so he's going to jail for obstructing also.
With your police brutality shirt on. You don't even know what this is about, guy. You don't even know what this is about. That's total ignorance. Do you know that? We're trying to get to our officers who need help, and you're standing in the way with your police brutality shirt on. It's not about police brutality. We're doing a job out here. A tough job.
I can't believe, I can just not believe it just happened. I have nothing on this guy in our system. Right here it is. No person shall only do any of the felonies.
I know, I want to charge him with some other stuff too.
What? Well, I'm going to charge him with obstructing.
That's only misdemeanors. I want to try to find a felony.
What's the other one?
I don't know. I'm going to try to find one.